Hey guys, it's Dan, your host here at Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back with my weekly review of this week's episode of Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. This is for Season 4, Episode 3, which is called Good Out Here. So if you guys didn't see it, I did a, just why did they kill off, because, and I honestly, I can't even get into anything without saying before I get into anything else, even saying just anything about the episode. Don't watch this review if you haven't seen episode 3, because I'm going to spoil probably the biggest death of the series for you. So, go and watch episode 3 right now. Go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. So, I'm assuming if you have seen the episode, you are watching this review and you want to see my thoughts. So, you've seen my kind of, Nick death response, and of course, Nick is the character that got killed in episode 3 at the very end. So, in this review, we're going to go, like we always do, the professional beginning to end of the episode, what happens, but that's why, because I wanted to really do a video talking about what the heck was that. I mean, seriously, what was that, Because, I mean, I know a lot of people are probably really shocked about it. A lot of people didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming either. Even like, right before he got shot by the... Even when he got shot, I honestly thought, like Alicia did, everything was going to be okay type of thing. That is not what happened at all. And actually, Nick is killed in the episode. And we have to deal with it. So, yeah. So, anyway, let's start from the top. So, we start off, of course, they're, trying to find out what's going on with Morgan, John, and Althea, if they're part of the Vultures. They find out they're not, and then her truck, of course, as they're arguing, the truck, of course, falls and goes through, or whatever, down the road, and then they have to split up in order to, like, everybody else leaves to get something to, pull out the truck. Morgan and Nick stay back. Now, I did like this stuff here with Morgan and Nick, the stuff in the trailer, aren't you worried? I'm just going to hits him once, hits him again, and then, he goes for it, and then, he trips him or whatever. So, he's like, I'm not worried. So, that was some pretty cool stuff right there. So, I did like the mix here. I thought it was some really cool stuff going on here. At this point in time, I was like, man, this episode's really cool. You've got Morgan. He's training, and all of a sudden, boom, he drops a stick. They, they go into the van or whatever, and it's one of the Vulture guys. So, of course, later it gets killed by Nick, so that's pretty cool stuff right there. Anyway, so that stuff was pretty cool. Of course, then we've got the stuff going on with, John, Althea, and then they do get it, and they do manage to pull the truck out while John goes looking for Morgan and Nick, of course. So, of course, Morgan and Nick have a pretty cool storyline. Morgan kind of leaves back and forth. Nick even looks at his recorded interview or whatever, which is pretty cool. I lose people and then I lose myself type of thing. So, we've got all that stuff. And, at this point in time, I mean, I was really enjoying this episode. I thought this was probably one of the best episodes of Season 4 so far. Honestly, like, out of the first 3, I thought... Well, I'm pretty sure to a lot of people this is the one that stands out the most. I mean, obviously, this is some really cool stuff right here. Mainly because of the end, but just also, I thought this episode was really cool. Even before Nick died, I was like, yeah, this is a cool episode. So, we've got all the stuff going on with the Vulture guy. Morgan sees him, and he's like, just keep going. And Morgan doesn't keep going, and of course, Nick does go after him, and Morgan can't stop him. So, Nick does kill the guy who, of course, was in the flashback with Madison. He had Charlie. So, I'm pretty sure he doesn't care about Charlie too much anymore. So, of course, there's still some question, like, why is it only Strand, Luciana, Alicia, and Nick? Where's Madison? Is she even alive at this point? I wouldn't be surprised if she's dead, to be honest, at this point. With all the stuff that's been going on, I mean, seriously, I wouldn't be surprised at all. So, we've got all that stuff going on. I'm just absolutely loving the episode. Nick kills him. I did like that scene, too, when he kills him, because I hated that character. So, one of the Vultures gets killed, of course. We even have some scenes where the Vultures, they're just, I really like how chilled out they are. They're still, even in the episode 4 promo, they're just sitting out there. Like, I'm just like, man, that's just something right there. So, after Nick kills him, we were, you know, kind of wondering, well, where's Charlie, though? Where is she, you know? And we find out at the end, of course, but then Morgan gives him his peace book, and he's reading it and all this stuff. He's sitting down, and we're about to end the episode. The episode's almost done. I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. And then all of a sudden, you get the flashback with Madison. And now, I did like what they did here. And I'm sure a lot of people probably didn't pick this up. Look at the flowers type of thing, right? With the blue flowers. Look at the flowers, right? Look at the flowers, Lizzie. You know, so, man, if that's what they were trying to go for there, I mean, seriously, they did a great job with that. And I will say before I get into the death stuff, guys, seriously, I absolutely enjoyed this episode, even with the death stuff. I really thought that this episode was one of the best episodes of Fear the Walking Dead ever. And I mean that when I say it. This episode was amazing. So, that is my thoughts on the episode. So, getting to the end, I mean, he's laying in the flowers, and then he's laying there dead. That was absolutely insane. And, of course, Charlie shoots himself. Of course, I'm sure a lot of people want Charlie to get killed off the show, as do I. So, and I have a feeling she's going to rub it in our faces. She's going to be there the whole time, I guarantee it, until, like, season 5 or something like that. Yeah, probably. That's most likely what they're going to do. But, I mean, if they ever run into her again, I wouldn't be surprised if she got killed. But, I don't know. I feel like they're going to do what they did with that Savior, where they're rubbing it in our faces, you know, Jared. I feel like she's going to rub it in our faces like she's there, you know. She killed Nick, but she's still there, you know. So, a very hated little girl right now in the show. And I couldn't believe it. When Nick went down like that, it just totally got me by surprise. The last thing I thought would happen was that. And he went down. Even for some reason, I was such in denial when he's like sitting there dead and the blood's coming up. I, for some reason, still thought it was going to be okay. That's how much in denial I was about this death. Until he died. And especially Alicia's reaction. Alicia Demenkara, she did a great job. Seriously, that scene where he's dying and she's just, you're going to be okay, you're going to be okay. No, Nick, honestly, that was some amazing acting from that actress. She did an amazing job in this episode. All of the stuff with Alicia, I'm really liking Alicia a lot this season especially. So, there you go, guys. There's your review of episode 3. I really just don't know what to say about it. I mean, I loved it, but I hated the end at the same time. So when you mix that together, I'm going to give this episode actually a really high rating, though, because I really thought this episode was amazing. It was a standout episode for Fear. Unfortunately, I have to give it at least a 9.6. That's where I'm putting it, 9.6. So, you know, that other, like, little mini 4 numbers right there, those 4 numbers, making it a perfect 10. Couple things here and there, you know, sure, but, though, no, seriously, this was a great episode. Even if, and this is shocking, even though Nick is killed, I'm actually more interested. If you can even, you know, consider that. But, it's making me more interested. So, just crazy stuff, man. Just crazy. So, anyway, guys, check out my Nick death reaction video that I did, you know, earlier. Man, this is a crazy episode for sure. So, anyway, guys, rate your comments below. I might do a predictions for episode 4. Yeah, this is just insane. So, anyway, guys, rate your comments below what you thought about the episode, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.